Okay, I am back here at the casino, ready to unbag for day 2 of the Mega Stack. Today is going to be an unbelievably boring day outside of poker because pretty much everything that I wanted to do is closed because of the fear over the cyclone. So it looks like we are going to just be playing poker today, ate food at home, and if we bust early, we hop into a cash game. If we run deep, we run deep. I only have 11 and a half bigs, so really we're just gonna be in push fold mode. I think one of the easiest things you can learn in poker is your push fold charts. Simply just learn it off by heart. However, there definitely are some exploitative adjustments we can make depending on the stack sizes of the opponents behind us, as well as whether I feel opponents are going to be over folding or over calling versus our shove. So let's see how it goes.
My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button, too drippy to scuff. The blick in the duffel, it came with a muzzle, so why would I touch it? Diamonds dancing flooded, we don't turn nothing to something. Niggas be capping, bluffing, tweet that's a hole in your mouth.
Deuce. Oh, that was a fun 15 minutes. I played 3 hands, went all in with 2 of them. 2 of them got through. The third one, we were playing 6-handed, so there was an open in the hijack. I looked down at ace jack off on the button. Easy jam, 13 and a half bigs. I jam and he has ace king. Look, it's actually a pretty stiff cooler, so we are out. Now we have the rest of the day free. Probably will go play a cash game later, but for now I would actually love to find something to eat. Not some fast food, but some proper local food. But someone also told me that because it is also a Sunday, everything's closed as well, so it's not just the cyclone fears. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to find something. Don't know how successful I will be though. I decided to rather get dinner as a takeaway and sit in this lovely little outside sitting area. So for dinner I got Singapore style Meefoon, which in Asia is called Beehoon. For some reason they changed the name slightly here, but it is basically just a light noodle, and we got it Singapore style, so it's almost like a slightly spicy curry flavor. And we got the seafood version of it, as well as some lovely little spring rolls. These are cheese and prawn, and it is accompanied with a garlic water, similar I suspect to the one we had yesterday, as well as a chili sauce which looks very spicy. So we are going to polish this off as I'm very hungry and make our way inside the casino for some cash games tonight. Okay, well that was pretty brutal. You know, some sessions it's really less about maximizing profit and more about minimizing loss. So today we were in for 40,000. Got stacked 3 times very quickly with an overpair versus a set in just like super setup hands. But I managed to crawl back a very large chunk of it. So only lost about 10,000 on the session, which I'm actually extremely relieved to do. And I do have one hand breakdown for you guys. I decided to rather do the hand breakdown inside because it is 5 a.m. and even though it is safe, I was like a little bit uncomfortable walking in the streets at night by myself doing a little vlog. So let's get into it. The blinds were 5100 with the 200 straddle on. I started the hand with 10,000 and everyone had me covered. So I opened black nines in the low jack to 500. The button calls me and the straddle calls. Flop king 9-3 with 2 diamonds. Checks to me and I continue for 850, a little over half the pot. And with middle set here, I prefer going a little larger than the standard 1/3 c-bet size because with middle set, I unblock king, making it more likely that my opponent has paired his king, allowing me to get extra value. So only the button calls. The turn, deuce of diamonds. Not a great card for us as the button has quite a lot of flushes in his range. So I go into pot control mode and decide to check. The button now bets 2,500, which is 3/4 pot, and instantly I'm not happy. This particular opponent was playing very loose and I believe that he would call a ton of suited hands on the button. So I felt it was quite likely that he could have had a flush. However, he could also have a bunch of king X hands, especially with a diamond, such as king queen or king jack, as well as some straight draws like queen jack or jack 10. So I make the call. River, the beautiful deuce. So I now have a full house. We now have to decide whether to check and set the trap or take the lead and bet. I think trap here is definitely the move as I can get my opponent to value bet a flush as well as a king. And I can also get him to bluff it off should he have a misdraw. I go for the check and I snap call when I hear the delighted words of tapis, which is all in French. My opponent shows ace-4 of diamonds for the nut flush and we scoop in a really sizable pot. With that, signing off for the night. I'll see you all tomorrow, or rather in a few hours. So much for tourist activities today. Looks like we're going to be spending the day in bed. Okay, so it looks like this is how we're spending our night. The cyclone has picked up, so instead of grinding either the tournament or cash at the casino, we're just doing a little online grind tonight. So hopefully that goes as well as the series has been going, but definitely not what we came all the way to Mauritius to do.